put me in like a bad mood, I guess. Because I like for them, they really liked the whole trip, and for them, they're like, this was like a vacation, this was great. And for me, I'm like, I need a whole week to recharge from the emotional, social battery that was spent last week for myself. So I was very irritable all week because it wasn't enough. This past weekend was not enough for me to recharge from like the sheer amount of sleep deprivation. Um, so, and then it's also like, the girls I work with, they all have like a lot in common with one another, and it just gives me like tech flashback high school vibes where I'm like, wow, I'm back to being that like awkward 16-year-old that did not have anything in common with majority of people that were my gender. So I feel awkward, and then I'm like, there's also some like stuff going on with like, all right, we have a family friend that's sick. Just like a bunch of crap going on right now is what I'm saying. And if one more person asks me, hey, are you okay? You seem down. I may or may not just like snap. Because it's one of those things where I'm like, instead of being the masked, like, going to work and like unmasking and being instead of going to work and masking and being like, hello, everything's okay, I too am an extrovert and can do the small talk things, and that's not tiring at all, and I totally am not overstimulated by everyone in the office. And then when I don't have the energy to do that because of like my work trip, and I go into the office and I just am unmasked, everyone's like, oh my god, she's such a bitch. Like, and it's like, well, I'm not going through the effort to like pretend and deal with the like little bullshit that is happening around me. Like, I don't have the energy to pretend to be neurotypical right now. I'm so sorry, but like I don't have the energy for customer service. And it just showed me like, damn, if I was actually myself every day at work, people would hate my guts. Which I'm pretty sure they all kind of like hate me now, but that's fine. It's been a Thursday in that sense because I've just been so burnt out of social interaction, like face-to-face social interaction with people that I need to be around because of work, but who do not like me, and I have nothing in common with them. So it's very cliquey and awkward right now at work. Hence, it's a Thursday is the title. Let me read. I got a big bag of Doritos from Mama Downside. There's now a big black bag in my room full of Doritos I'm not tripping over, and I gotta shower tomorrow. Well, yay, Doritos! I mean, I'm not a big Dorito person, but if you like Doritos, ayo, Doritos. I'm working on a Sailor Moon painting I got from DIY Moon Shop. Nice. Hold on. I feel like I've heard that shop name before. Oh, these are really pretty. Oh, they have paint art by chart ones too. That's really cool. Totally not me, just like, I don't need more things. I don't need more things. I know this about myself. I do not need, in fact, need more things. Nope. Don't need more things. Not at all. No more things needed here. They are really— oh my gosh, it's a bunny with a witch hat. Oh, it's my weakness. They're so cute. I want all the things. Okay, no, I need to finish. They have Leonid Afremov stuff. Ooh. Yeah, this is dangerous. This is dangerous in the best way, Lizzie. Thank you for mentioning it. Was busy all day with a gyno appointment and shopping with my mom, just getting up from a nap, and now knitting a pair of socks for my dad. Oh, that's really nice. Gyno appointment, maybe not so much. I don't like going to the doctor at all. My mom is a physician, so 9 times out of 10, if I have some shit where I'm like, instead of going to a doctor, I will just ask her. Is that probably the best thing to do? Maybe not, but so far in my natural life with respect to medical treatment, she has never been wrong.
800 old leads.
And my hungry ass is gonna be stacking on these in the evenings over and over. That sounds like an excellent time, truthfully. I'm a big snacky person, except for me, it's salt and vinegar chips. That's the thing that I will snack on over and over again, and nothing can stop me. To that, I would say fuck him, keep your mask off. I hate clicks. I'd rather be true to myself than fake it. Yeah, like, I tried to not... It was more like, for me, I was sincerely trying to, like, be friends with them. But it's really hard when I have nothing in common with any of them. Like, I don't have children, and I don't plan on having children. I'm not into fashion and makeup. I don't have the same, like... They're very, very extroverted. I like how I typed out my own thing to, like, notify that I'm online, and I never sent it into my own Discord. That's cool. I just looked over and realized I did that. I was like, oh, I'm smart. And I just don't have a lot in common with them. They're very, like... They have very giggly, bubbly personalities. They have a different, like, way of, like, talking. Like, in different, like, nomenclature and phrases. And I think I just feel like a grumpy elder millennial, even though I'm not. Because, like, when people are like, yes, queen, like, I don't know what to say to that. Like, I'm just like, yay? Like, I guess I don't, like, understand. There's some phrases that they say that I don't understand. Like, they said one time, like, say less, and I needed it explained to me. I was like, what does that mean? Did I say something wrong? And my brain just did not compute, and I felt awful because I felt like I was, like, not keeping up. But yeah, they're not mean people. Actually, I don't know. I don't know them like that. I only know them a few months. So I don't know if they're mean people or not. But I know that they all, like, mesh really well together. They all bond really well together. And I don't relate to any of them. So they became, like, a clique of 3 people. And then it's just, like, me. But it is what it is. I mean, one thing that I realized was how much of my time I was putting into one of the girls in the clique because she was my trainee. And for me, in my head, I was like, I need to help her. And she would get really, like, freaked out over, like, some basic stuff. And I was trying my best to, like, support her because she gets nervous, etc. And then I realized how behind on my work I was because I was helping her so much. And I had less than a month of training. I had 3 weeks of training before I was kind of, like, let loose on my own. And after, like, 2-3 months, she was still in the training phase. And we were, like, I was still guiding her through stuff and spending, like, hours working on stuff with her, or, like, sitting with her on the phone, on, like, in a call to, like, help her through, like, different processes. And it's not until, like, after I came back from the trip that I was like, I spent so much time helping her, like, and now I'm behind on all of my shit, and she's, like, fine. And I don't like feeling selfish, but I felt like in that moment I needed to be selfish with my own workload, and I needed to be selfish with my own, like, priorities. And this whole week, I've been going to work, headphones in, like my AirPod headphones in, my AirPod style headphones in, and my over-ear headphones over my ears, and just working like that all day. And I haven't normally, I'm at my desk, I don't do that, and people are always like, hey tech, hey tech, hey tech, how about this? Hey tech, I have a question. Hey tech, can you look at this? And I didn't realize how many times I was being interrupted throughout the day until I started doing that, and I realized, like, how many times I get interrupted Like, I would get interrupted like 6 or 7 times every morning. And as someone with ADHD, getting back into what I'm doing is incredibly hard after I've been interrupted. So of course I didn't get shit done when I was letting that happen. But as selfish as it sounds, and it still feels selfish to me, even though I know it's not selfishness in a bad way. It's been such a productive week for me. I've gotten so much done. I've, like, at first I was feeling a little overwhelmed by my workload, and I was like, why? This is less workload than I'm used to. Until I realized it's like, because I'm trying to fit like a full week's workload into like half the amount of time, because I'm spending the other half of my time helping other people and trying to participate in their socialization and stuff like that. And then I finally was like, I'm choosing me this week, and I don't want to talk to anyone. Like, if I have to talk to you because of work, great, but otherwise I don't want to talk to anyone. And my boss saw that I wasn't interacting with the other girls like that, and she's like, are you okay? You seem down. Is everything okay? And I appreciate that she was like concerned, but like I just wanted to not talk, and I just wanted to be like in silence because I was still so overstimulated from like social interaction of like the work trip of every day for hours at a time. But yeah, no, I was very like not talkative. I said maybe a couple of sentences that like every day, but it was the most productive week I've had in a while. Let me read chat. I've just been like crocheting away and like bitching. Welcome. They're pricey, no lie, and they take a few weeks coming from the Philippines, but they're totally worth it. And I don't get to buy from them very often. Nice. I mean, they do look really pretty. I'm a grumpy older millennial. That's when you have to just let her go. She should have known it by now. She really should have. And everyone else around me told me, like, let her figure it out on her own. And now I'm kind of annoyed with myself that, like, now I supported her a lot for, like, 3 months. And I'm like, now I made myself look terrible because I wasn't prioritizing my work. So now I'm behind and she's, like, up to task. And I should have just, like, not done that to myself, because now it looks really terrible on me and looks great on her. At least that's the perception that I have of it. And I'm like, why did I do that to myself? Like, why did I again set myself on fire to keep someone else warm? Why am I like this? Like, I've held her hand, like, where I'm like, it's okay, you can get through this. Like, she would be nervous about stuff. Like, I'd help her figure it out. And I know that she had some issues with anxiety too, so I was trying to be as incredibly helpful as I possibly could be, because I wanted to help her out. But then I realized, like, I was letting my stuff fall to the wayside because I wanted to help someone. And that doesn't, at the end of the day, she's not going to be there for me when I'm upset, or if I have stuff to do. And I don't know why I still do this over and over again, where I try to go into it like, maybe this time I can be friends with the other people and it's not going to be terrible, and we'll be all workplace buddies, and I'll support them and they'll support me back. And I'm like, I'm an idiot. I do that every single time, and what do I learn? Exactly nothing, because I always do the same thing again. I need to read things. That is good. You're drawing lines. Do what makes you more productive. Give people times that they can approach you. Yeah, I'm trying to be more like, I'll take my headphones off for like an hour or two, like an hour in the morning, hour in the afternoon. Hi Mariah, hello friend, welcome in. You deserve boundaries. I think it's okay to explain that though. I've told my boss I need to focus. I'm not feeling social. I just am gonna have headphones in and tune everyone out. Yeah, I mean, that's definitely what I was doing. I just didn't tell anyone about it. I was just like, I'm gonna put my headphones on, and if it's something urgent, y'all can message me, but like, if it's not, like, I'd like to be like left out of all of this. Hey Voracious, hello friend, welcome in. Definitely let your boss know exactly what you said to us, that you're recharging and focusing on work. There comes a point that crosses from training to babysitting. Yeah, it definitely went into babysitting for a while, and now I'm like, I've just left her to be autonomous. And as much as I feel in a sense that I'm abandoning her, I'm like, she should know this by now though. And I had a third of the training she did, and I had it covered by then. And I'm not saying that that's the standard I'm holding her to, but there's too much work on my plate for me to continue helping her like that. And a lot of my superiors know that, like, that's how it's been, and that's the uphill battle I've had, struggling with my workload while also trying to, like, manage someone else's. And I have my performance review with my manager next week, and I'm gonna mention to her, like, listen, I'm refocusing on my work. I've spent so much time. I realized, like, before I went on the work trip, like, I had spent so much time with my trainee trying to, like, support her, help her, learn her topics as much as my topics, like, review her work with her, answer all of the questions she has to ask, but then I wasn't getting my work done in order to support her to the extent that she needed to be supported. And now I'm like, she shouldn't need to be supported at this point. It's been 3 months. And I probably shouldn't have let go as drastically as I did, but if I didn't, I think I would have, like, had a panic attack. It was just entirely too much social interaction and overstimulation, plus workload, plus her workload, that several things had to give, or else I was just not having a good time. So this week I've been slowly recuperating from it, and thank goodness for stream. It's so odd to say, but stream is so much more restorative to me than anything. Like, I feel so much better after having streamed. And it's like, well, tech, isn't streaming basically social interaction? Yes, but it's different. Like, there's no expectation of me trying to, like, fake who I am, or try to fit in, or try to, like, make small talk and stuff like that. There's no expectation of that on stream, and when I can just exist in my own space and exist as myself and be my own person, it's so freeing, so wonderful. And I look forward to streaming for that reason, because I truly enjoy just having this space to occupy without having to be like a certain, without having to act a certain way. I don't know what my intention was for this, truthfully. I started making a square when I was on the plane, and then it just kept going. So now I have just like a square. Well, not quite a square, almost a square. I have an almost square. This is actually the yarn I was using for the Pac-Man ghosts that I'm making, and I've done a lot of the components of the Pac-Man ghosts. I just haven't assembled any of it because I don't like assembly. I don't like any sort of assembly ever. Because sewing is the bane of my existence. And I find assembly really confusing. I feel like all my individual parts look really, really good until I have to assemble it, and then it looks like not good. And then they look like they've been Frankensteined together into just absolute sadness. I don't think you're that introverted. I think you're just weird and don't like being judged, and that's super fair. Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know if it's... The way I define myself as being introverted is that I don't necessarily derive energy from being around other people. But it could just be that I'm just not around the right people that would give me energy. I'm not sure. I don't know how it works, but at least that's how I've always considered it, as like, I don't necessarily need to be around other people to recharge. I recharge much more when I'm alone. The only exception to this rule has been stream. But like, even friends I have in real life, I mean, I still need time to recharge, like, away from people that I very much have stuff in common with and like. It's just stream somehow for me has been an exception where I don't feel like I need to recharge from stream. That makes
Yeah, I
sense. So
think
for
that's
sure
something I have
introverted, but
trouble
this
in
is
my
your
life.
happy place. Yeah. I would say it's like that. This is my happy place for some reason. I mean, not for some reason, but like oddly enough, in contradiction to the fact that I like being alone and I recharge from being alone, or being like just occupying the same space as my husband, but not necessarily we're not necessarily interacting with one another. It's lots of parallel play in our household. Um, but stream is just a different thing for me. And it's funny because like I feel like if I don't know, part of me thinks like, hey, if I just acted the way that I do on stream, which is me, if I just was myself the way that I am myself on stream, maybe like I would get along with everyone. But then the part of me that thinks that is also like, but remember when you started trying to open up to everyone and then a bunch of people called you weird? Remember that time? Let's not do that again. And I'm like, you're right, brain. I don't want to do that again. You're right. So yeah, it's a hard thing for me to navigate because I feel like I have a lot of like, maybe it's anger, I'm not sure. I have a lot of like pent up feelings from the fact that like that was me throughout my entirety of high school. Like I felt all the time that I was like, not necessarily that I was a boy or anything, but that I was a not girl because I wasn't having the same sort of like feminine hobbies as like other girls my age and things like that, where I'm like, is there something just wrong with me? Should I just like kindly see myself outside? Scribbly, hello friend, welcome in. We were just talking about the outside world. We were talking about how much it can suck to interact with the outside world, basically. But how are you, Scribbly? I hope you're having a good time zone. So yeah, I think I'm gonna do one more row of this and then I'm gonna actually switch to like the Pac-Man ghost that I should be finishing. You know, the things I should be doing. I'm good. About to fry up some lumpia. What is that? I've never heard of that before. Google time. Lumpia? Am I saying that right? Oh, I've had this before.
Yeah, I did. I went for that.
I have had this before. I went with my parents to the Philippines for a few months when I was a kid. And I'm pretty sure I've had this before. It was very delicious. What other, like, the only other Filipino food that I remember off the top of my head is pancit. I really liked that as well. That was delicious. Y'all, I don't even like the color orange. I don't know why I'm making a big orange square, but I started it on the plane and now I feel obligated to finish it in some way. I have an aunt from the Philippines and I tried lumpia. Lumpia? Is that how you say it? I feel like I'm saying it wrong. Delicious. I haven't been there since I was 8. It has been a while. Am I saying this right? I'm trying to read the pronunciation. Lumpia? 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 Lumpia. Normally Wikipedia has like the little pronunciation thing, but they don't have that right now. And I wasn't able to like see how it's supposed to be pronounced.
Oh my goodness.
Oh goodness gracious. I'm...
Fucker died.
I'm trying to figure out whether I want to stop after this row. Like I do, but then I'm like, it's not really a square. But then I'm like, who cares? It's just a rectangle then. It is a quadrilateral. A quadrilateral crochet. That's what we're doing today. No. You are saying it right. Okay. Thank you, Mariah, for fact-checking my pronunciation because I 100% was not sure if I was saying it right. Oh, side note, friends, now that I had a random train of thought. I was thinking about what else did I do this week, and then I thought, oh, I normally go to trivia on Wednesdays, like my department's trivia thing we do bar trivia, and then I was thinking how I didn't go because I was like tired of people, and how then I missed trivia, and then I was thinking if there was a way that I could do trivia, and then I remembered that there is a game app website thing where you can play trivia with your streamer, with your chat on stream, and I had looked at it but I never set it up, and then now we're here at the point of the conversation of what I was trying to say, which was like, would y'all be interested in ever doing trivia on like stream, because I love trivia and I live and die by trivia. That was just me walking you through my thought process of how I got to the Shield! Hello, friend! Oh my goodness. Trolls be gone, the shield wall is here! Thank you so much for shouting out Shield, Andrea. Hello, friends! Welcome in! I hope you had a really wonderful stream, Shield. What were you working on? If you have to raid and run, no worries. Seraphim, thank you so much for the follow, friend. Nail art? That sounds awesome. I am not like on your own nails, because that's witchcraft to me. That's magic. I have no idea how people paint their own nails. I have never been able to paint my own nails in a way that doesn't look like I just stuck my hands in a paint can. That's awesome. If you have pictures, feel free to post them in chat or anywhere. I'm gonna stop making a square here. I think this is enough. I'm gonna stop making the quadrilateral I was making.
Yeah, it is a nation.
And I had scissors. I did. Oh, here they are. I can relate about painting my own nails. Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's like all fun and games until you have to switch to your non-dominant hand and you're like, how does this work again? How does one do the thing? Why can't I have just been born ambidextrous? This was just a random square that I made. Random square. Yes, welcome in, Sarah, and thank you for following. We are doing some crochet right now. I was talking about corporate America. I was talking about masking in corporate America work culture. That sounds heavier than it actually was. Practice, baby, I still suck at it. No, don't say that. I need to see pictures though. I need it in my life. Your nails are always gorgeous. Being ambi is fun. I'm sure. I'm like so jealous of people that can be like adept with things with their left and right hand. Because the way that my left hand feels useless sometimes. Just there, living its best life. I'm fortunate enough to be 100% remote since lockdown started. That sounds fantastic. I used to be 100% remote just during lockdown, until they started having us back in the office, and then I switched teams to a new team that is 3 days in the office, which normally I wouldn't think of it as being that bad, but my whole team is full of like Bubbly extroverts. Oh, Seraphim, thank you so much for gifting a sub to Shield. I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
4x3 plus 1.
I forgot what I was saying. Brain. What was I saying? I can't think of it. It's okay. It doesn't matter. The thought is gone now. But yeah, these are all a bunch of components from a team full of bubbly extroverts in 3 Days in the Office. Thank you, wonderful humans who can remember what I was saying when I cannot. Yes, so I have a team full of extroverts. Last week I went on a work trip with like my whole department to another city, and it was not good for me. It was very taxing from a social / emotional standpoint. And this whole week I've just been fully recharging. Yes, hashtag TortureCon 2022. I've been fully recharging, and by recharging I mean hiding with 2 sets of headphones on and hoping no one looks at me. That's pretty much what I've been doing. Because I was just so burnt out from social interaction. I was like, please. My boss was like, are you okay? And I'm like, I'm fine. Please just, please, I just want to be, like, quiet in a corner. That's all I ask for, please. To make a slipknot and chain 20. Okay. I feel bad because they're all super friendly, and I just come off as probably pretty bitchy because I'm not that friendly in return. But I was just so emotionally spent and so overly stimulated from that work trip that I was like, I just want silence, please. I know I have to be in the office for like 3 days, so please help me make those the most bearable 3 days that they can be.
Third of the way. Third left.
Two, 3, 4, 5. Okay. I am trying to make the mouth part for the Pac-Man ghost. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13,
Yo, P3 is not looking good, boys.
20. Yes. I always have an excuse ready so I never have to go on the work trips or social events. I did not have the foresight to do that. We were supposed to go on a work trip to Mexico at some point end of August, beginning of September, and I am actively not renewing my passport. Cause like, what am I gonna do? Be like, oh no, I didn't renew my passport, I can't cross the border. What a tragedy. No, I'm not smiling, this is just my face when I'm upset. Oh goodness. I'm terrible. And I know that the rest of my team is all like super excited about hanging out with one another, and they all really like, they're all legitimate friends with each other. And I'm just like a goblin in the corner, like, don't look in my direction, please. Yeah, I guess I can't go. How unfortunate. I'm so torn up about it, really. Like, oh goodness. I have to make a bunch of little spectral Doritos. Such a shame, honestly. Such a shame. Truly a travesty that I'm not able to go. Sometimes I feel bad about it, and then I don't anymore. What am I supposed to do here? I have to do yarn under and then over. I forgot that this was the way that this pattern goes. And I got confused for a second. I was like, what am I doing? My hands want to autopilot to something that is not the pattern.
I'm about a dog bomber.
Why do I feel like I was supposed to do 6 of these? Well, if I'm... Oh, well. If this is wrong, then I'm gonna have like one ghost with just exceptionally large little bottom leg Doritos. So yeah, like so this is gonna be like a ghost, and then they have like little things at the bottom. I mean, obviously not the matte red color, but I don't know what these are called. I called them spectral Doritos. That's what they look like. Truly, they're more like spectral bugles, like the bugle chips that we used to put on your fingers and pretend they were claws when you were a child. Or maybe it's just me, but when I was a child, that's what I did with bugles. Put them on like claws, and then ate them off my fingers. I feel like that was the fun shape they were intended to be, so. But yeah, so I don't know. Well, we'll see. I feel bad because my boss, who wasn't on the trip because she was on vacation during that time, she 100% has been like, are you okay? And I'm like, I'm fine. And she's like, are you sure? And I'm like, please don't ask me anymore. And I feel bad about it. But then I'm like, I know that I need this in my soul. Because if I get into it with someone and I'm like, oh, this is why I'm upset, like I had one of the other managers that told me like, hey, I know you like didn't have like the most fun on that work trip because like it sounds like it sucked. She wasn't on that work trip. And she's like, you should like tell your manager that like, you know, it wasn't the best for you and they should appeal to like more than one like personality type. Not everyone's going to want to like go out and socialize the whole time. And I'm just like, I understand where you're coming from, other manager, but like, you and I both know that's not going to change anything. And I'm the only one that didn't have fun, so like, it's gonna be weird that's like, oh, not only were the one that did not have fun on the work trip, but now you're just actively complaining about the fact that you didn't have fun. Like, I don't want to be that person, so big oof. But I did figure out like a huge problem today at work, and I felt so satisfied after I figured it out. I felt very smart, which isn't like a common feeling because I normally have mad imposter syndrome at work. But I like tracked down like a 2-year issue and like figured it out and solved it. And so far it hadn't affected the company, but it could have. I'm gonna scoot and hang with hubby. Have a good stream, Tech, and thank you all for raiding with me. Oh, thank you for the raid, Shield. I appreciate you. Go de-stream, hang out with the hubs. Hope to see you soon, friend. I will say though, Storycrafters on Tuesday was like the funniest experience ever. And it made me feel so much better going into today and Wednesday, having played that with friends. It was such a delightful experience. And Carrot and Mothman are absolutely hilariously creative people. It was so much fun. I have to make 6 of these little Dorito points, and I'm not sure how I feel about that. I might do some cross-stitching afterwards. Also, trying not to punch my camera. Would be good if I did not punch one of the essential pieces of my setup. Oh goodness. Oh, my muffin is sitting here mocking me. I probably should eat it. Sorry, y'all. This is a very, like, weird off stream for me. I still feel very odd from, like, work time. Because I still, like, feel like I don't know where I stand with my team anymore. And I feel like that weird uncertainty is, like, bleeding into other areas of my life a little bit. So I might be a little off this stream, y'all. Thank you for bearing with me while I navigate this small personality crisis of who am I and what does that mean to me. I will say though, I think I would have been having a much harder time if not for the fact that I have stream, because not only just stream in terms of like me streaming, I mean even like I love being in other people's chat. There's so many talented, fantastic people here on Twitch, and seeing how joyful everyone is, how much like hype a lot of times people bring, or how much chill vibes people bring, like it makes me feel better just being amongst the creative community, just by association. I'm missing chat things while I'm trying to finish this row. Hopefully things work themselves out quickly and positively for you. Thank you so much, friend. Also, how do I pronounce your name? Ulodinen? Ulodinen? Let me know how to pronounce it or what you wish to be called. Because I would hate to be calling you the wrong thing. It's not who you are, it's which mask to you want to wear at work. Yeah. I feel like I'm still navigating that. Like, I don't think I can be the person that I am, like my fully unmasked self at work, like the way that I'm pretty much my fully unmasked self on stream. I don't know if I could do that at work, because it makes me feel very vulnerable. It makes me feel like, at least when I'm masking, I'm like, okay, well, it's not my true self. Like, if they hate that mask, it is what it is. Here's a new one, you know? But when if I'm just like my actual self, then it's like, okay, well, it's not a mask. And if they hate that, then like, I don't think I'm ready to feel vulnerable in that sense, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to work through it. It's just difficult. For me to wrap my head around. Okay, each Dorito needs like 10 inches of leftover, I think. 10 inches for a tail. Okay. The first one was pretty much spot on. You're welcome to call me Rain if you prefer, though. Ulodinen. Ulodinen? Or Rain. Okay. Ulodinen or Rain. Okay. I think I got it. I'm trying to synthesize it. I'm trying to remember all the names. I got this. Seraphim, I need to slip off and get a few things done before bed. Have a great rest of the stream. Thank you so much, Seraphim. Thank you so much for being here, friend. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your time zone. And have a good sleep. Ulodinen. Ulodinen? Oh no, I'm confused now. Ulodinen. 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 I think I'm saying that. I need pronunciation lessons. Dylan, hello, friend. It doesn't help that I'm using a foreign language. What language, if you don't mind me asking? Just out of curiosity. Yes, hello, Dylan. If anyone knows about me complaining about work, it's Dylan. You're saying it right, it's Elvish. Okay, cool. Yeah, no, I was complaining. I've having a time. Yeah, I don't mean to be so ranty. I'm just very like in my feels about it. Cuz it's like one of those feelings like, can I be successful in a department where everyone is an extrovert and that is like a marker for success for them? Like, can an introvert survive without like losing their mind? Like, is that a possibility? And that's pretty much where my head is at right now. True, our carpool therapy sessions were legit. They really were. They really were. They really, really were. Also, it was like an hour and a half long drive, so... Second nerd! Friend, thank you for the resub! Hello, we were complaining about jobs. But thank you for the resub, second nerd. Welcome in. I hope you're having a wonderful time zone, friend. What am I doing here? 1, 2, 3, 4. I can count. I promise I can count. I can, in fact, use this part of my brain to count. I just have trouble sometimes. I don't know why this is so hard for me to... Sometimes magic circles really frustrate me. And I'm like, how... Why can't I just start everything with a foundation chain? This would be easier for me. Yulo is Elvish for rain and Dinin. Dinin is Elvish for silent, hence rain. Oh, that's really pretty. I like it. I don't know what I did to this yarn. But it came out all sorts of fucky. No, why is it like this? Hold on. I am gonna wrestle with this yarn for a second. Okay, single crochet and then an increase. I got this. Increase. Increasing in the next one. Okay, I can do this. There we go. I think that's okay now. It was a little touch and go. Oh, I'm behind on chat. No worries. Oh, Gerbs, I got a final interview on Friday. Second net. Congratulations. Crossing fingers for you for your final interview. It's actually really funny that she mentioned that I have a very good friend in IT that is interviewing for jobs right now, and he has this final interview tomorrow, or on Friday, which is also tomorrow. I know my days of the week. Has his final interview on Friday. I'm super excited for him. Those situations are difficult in general. It's made even worse when you aren't given the space and introvert needs. Good luck with the interview, second. Yes, good luck with the interview. And yeah, I definitely did not get the introvert space, and I don't... And it's hard to communicate that to people that are like, why wouldn't you want to hang out with your coworkers? Like, why wouldn't you want to be friends with everyone? And I'm like, I don't know. Sometimes I like sitting in a room by myself and just like doing my own thing, and they would like look at me like, what do you mean? Why would you do that? Why would anyone do that? Out of fucking 5 interviews, I get to become director second nerd if it goes my way. Second nerd, that's awesome! Congratulations. Oh, I mean, I don't mean to like count your eggs before they hatch, but congratulations on getting through like 4 interviews at this point. Like, holy moly, that's entirely too many interviews. Like, how many assessments and things did they want you to take? How many times did you have to interview with a different person? Goodness me. 5 interviews is a lot. I don't know anything about the job market right now, so I don't know if that's like a common thing or not. But holy moly, that's a lot of interviews in my opinion. I'm behind on chat. Ooh. Tries to crochet. Corn! Hello, Corn! Welcome in, friend! I literally just got, like, the notification that, like, my package is delivered, and I'm very excited. Incredibly excited, actually. I'm still picking out patterns, but I think on the red and black one, I'm definitely going to do a pattern that says, please don't summon demons in the bathroom. And that's one of my spoopy Halloween cross-stitch plans. You know, as if I didn't have enough whips already, but just in case. Just in case there was any doubt that in case anyone was wondering, does tech need one more whip? And the answer is yes, always. Forever.
Right skills, mate.
No need to finish the things I already have. One more whip. That's the best part. But now I need to put a list of colors that I need from DMC. Or my local Joann's that just opened down the street, y'all. It's dangerous. There's a Joann's that opened up like a mile from me. I wanted so badly to take Zelda for a walk and then just go craft shopping. Because apparently, according to online, it's a dog-friendly Joann's. And the way that you say dog-friendly and craft store in the same sentence, and I'm like, I'm there. Actually, I'm just gonna live there, actually. I'm just gonna live in the Joann's. I'm sure there's gonna be room in the back. There's room in the back for me, right? I'm a small person. Hydrate. I will hydrate. I actually don't have much water. I only have a little bit of water, but I will hydrate.
That's not BPS.
It was rescheduled for Monday. Sheesh, got my days messed up. Oh. Well, good luck for Monday. Good luck for the interview. I really hope you get it. Because it sounds like a massive upgrade for you, and I want that for you in your life. Also, Director Second Nerd sounds awesome. I don't know why my nose is so itchy. I hate that. It isn't that you don't want to be friends, it's just that you need space. It's a hard thing for someone to understand no matter how careful you explain it, yeah. Yeah. We'll see. I'm trying to think of the way to explain it. If there is a way that I can explain it. But I think I'm just gonna settle for what I kind of have always been saying, where I'm like, I'm here to work, and that's what I'm here to do. And I'm gonna go home. I do the work things, so I can go home to my family and pets, and vibe. So, yeah, definitely my department is full of people that want to like be friends with one another, or like not want to be friends, like they want to do social things together with one another, and I'm not sure that that is my vibe. Like, unless I'm being told that I have to do it, I don't really want to hang out with my coworkers on the weekends. That sounds so mean. There's one coworker that I do want to hang out with on the weekends, only because she has like the same sense of humor. She has the same dark, introverted sense of humor as me, and it's a lot of fun. And same music taste.
What is that?
Which I feel like that's like one of the primary ways that I bonded with people like in my formative years was like, oh, we both like all the bands at Warped Tour. Great, let's be buds. 3 assessments, 2 proofs of concept for director and VP level stuff. It's kind of usual as you get a shot to climb the corporate ladder. Oh my gosh, that's a lot though. Oh. They better give it to you, in my opinion. That's a lot of stuff to go through. Oh no, that is dangerous. Double dangerous, right? It's double dangerous, Whiskers. It's double dangerous. Dog friendly plus craft store. I'm gonna be a menace. The menace in a Joann's. Because you let me bring my puppy and there's craft supplies. Mr. Tech might not see me for like a whole afternoon. Be like, oh, you took Zelda on a really long walk. It's like, oh yeah, no, I thought she needed lots of exercise. And he's like, is that like department store music I hear behind you? No, not at all. That's just a passing ice cream truck. I don't know. Oh goodness. But I am super excited about it. I haven't been to the Joann's yet. I've been holding myself back and not going. But I know I'm gonna go this weekend. I'm probably gonna get off of stream on Saturday and take Zelda for a walk and go to the Joann's. There's also like a pet store right next to it too, so yeah. I normally try to get something for her. Hi, Coco Cat. Hello, friend. Welcome in. Oh my gosh, those emotes are so cute. Hold on. They're so cute. Ugh, I love them. I want to do more emotes. I just don't know what they would be. Let's have 14 right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yes, 14. And 10 inches of a tail. It is a massive upgrade, but damn it, I'm worth it. I've saved different corporations I've worked for in the last 5 years over 50 million US, literally and demonstrably. Oh my goodness. That's a lot of money, second nerd. You would be such an asset anywhere. I hope they see that. I hope they are clever enough to see what an asset you would be. That waving paw is honestly so cute. They're both so cute. Also, last month I just made us bring in a contract internally that we paid $2 million a year for, and I can do that with half a head count, so about a saving of $1.9 million a year. I can't even fathom $1.9 million. But that's awesome. I would be so, like, braggy in an interview about that. I'd be like, look how awesome I am. Subsector 3D, hello friend. Welcome into the Trash Pandemonium. I hope you're having a wonderful time zone. We're doing some, crochet. We're making Pac-Man ghosts. Well, we're making all the parts of the Pac-Man ghosts. Maybe, possibly, we'll get to the assembly of the Pac-Man ghosts, but TBD. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Yes, 4. Yes, 4. Yep. I know how to count. Side note, I have nicknamed Coco for about a decade. Oh, nice. I had a nickname, I guess, in high school, and it was the first letter of my name, which is, like, pretty boring, in my opinion. Like, someone calling you, like, if your name started with a D, like, someone just calling you D as a nickname. For me, I didn't really like it, and then someone at work, one of the girls in that, group, started calling me by that nickname, and I don't know how to be like, please don't. Without coming off really mean. I'm hoping that she'll just stop doing it at some point. Because I don't want to be the person that's like, please don't call me that. I know this is you trying to be friendly. I don't like it. Yikes.
Yo, where? Oh,
Oh
he's in
goodness,
a
I have to do
global
so many
chat.
of these.
That's
I'm
why.
at, this is
Oh,
number
what? I'm like,
3. This is number 3. Number 3 Spectral
yeah, this guy's
Doritos.
got a global chat.
Only 4, only 3 more to do after this one. All the little fiddly bits of the Pac-Man ghosts. Which is, this is a very like nice pattern that was made by 2 fellow Twitch streamers, False Bubbles and Pickstitch. Who False Bubbles and Pickstitch are both crochet pattern makers, and Pickstitch is also a cross stitch pattern maker.
Made 3 and then he just went. I thought there was just one.
And then sing. So much counting. I never realized how bad I was at counting until I started doing crochet. Then I'm like, oh, I'm awful at this. I'm bad at counting things. Who would have thought? My Achilles heel, my kryptonite would be the adding of the adding of numbers together.
Or like.
Oh goodness.
I
I feel like there's so many of these that I have to make. So many of the little spectral Doritos, which is just like so many magic circles. Just never-ending magic circles. Oh no, you just reminded me of my middle school nickname. Oh god, the trauma. Oh no. I blocked out my middle school names. Yeah, your middle school nicknames. Yeah, oof. I was just mentioning like how like work in that sense, in the clicky sense, has been hard for me because it's like more, it's like reminds me of like being my awkward self in high school and middle school. And sometimes I'm like, oh look, thank you adulthood for not being any different than when I was a preteen and a teenager. Good to know. Sometimes I like forget what I'm saying like mid-sentence or mid-thought because I'm like counting.
As I said that.
Need to take off your socks to count over 10? No, I use Zelda's little toe beans to count to 10. Or 20, I guess. Count the individual toe beans.
Yes, for 6.
I love that little goblin. She's not allowed in the bed. But the other day, she was like, I'm gonna risk it for the biscuit, and jumped in the bed anyways. And it was the most enjoyable 10 seconds of like cuddling her in the bed before I was like, you have to get down before dad gets mad. Because the rule is no dogs in the bed, no matter how cuddly. And although it's a rule that I know we should uphold in general, or we'll have like hair all over our bed, it's still nice to do the cuddles, the warm puppy cuddles. I truly do not know how I got this far in life without having a dog, because she is spectacular. And I don't know. I feel like dogs as pets hit different than birds. Like, don't get me wrong. I love Kirby and I love Link very, very much, but it's different. Like, I really have to win their affection and their trust. Whereas Zelda's like, I love you unconditionally. Thank you for existing. This brings me joy.
It disappeared.
Whereas, like, you really have to work to earn birds' trust. At least in my experience. Counting things. Oh goodness, I still have so many of these to do. The more I think about it, the more I'm like, oh no, there's so many Doritos. Why? I tried this new playlist that's from the same people that make the other one that I normally listen to, and I don't like it as much. I feel like it's hard for me to find DMCA music that I like. Even some of the playlists that I have, like I was I had uploaded like a VOD to YouTube, and it was like, this has copyright music in it. And it was specifically like from a DMCA free playlist, and I was like, oh, why do you have to do this to me? So, if anyone has any recommendations for DMCA free music that they adore, I would love to hear y'all's suggestions, because I feel like I'm very, very picky. And also my general music taste does not fall in the realm of what I'm listening to right now. Because most of what I listen to is like rock. And I have a hard time finding rock DMCA free music. Friends calling me, be back later. No worries, second nerd. See, 1, 2, 3 spectral Doritos. I can do more. Nothing wrong with being picky. Yeah, I feel like I'm trying hard to strike a balance in general. Compared to Mr. Tech, I'm definitely a much pickier eater than he is. Mr. Tech is a goat. He will eat all the things. It's not necessarily he loves all the food, but he will eat all the things. And for me, I feel like in comparison, there's way more food that I'm not willing to eat compared to him. Oh, magic circles. Why must I do so many of you?
That's not the right. Oh.
I feel like I'm always struggling with the yarn during a magic circle. Sometimes I make them entirely too big, like the loop, and then it's kind of hard to control. Especially when they're not very big. I'm only doing like 4 stitches or something like that. It can get really weird. I'm gonna try something different this time. 1, 2. Hold on. I can count. I can do it. I know how to count. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is 4. See, can I preemptively just put my hook through here so that when I tighten it, it doesn't like... Nope, this was a terrible idea. That's not the idea. Nope, that's wrong. I tried to do something different. It was not the thing to do. See, 1, 2, 3, 4. Nonetheless, I am really happy with how far I've come with respect to crochet. Considering that I've only been crocheting since... I feel like I haven't really hammered down a date, but like May is when I started Bailey the Whale. And I had only been crocheting maybe like actually a month before that. I'd done like some very, very basic like squares just for me to practice single crochet, but that's pretty much it. So, progress has been made since then, thankfully. I'm using a very small hook, and I don't know why I did that to myself. I'm using a 2.25 millimeter hook, and I definitely could have made my life easier if I used like, I don't know, 3 or 4.
I saw everyone's alright.
But alas, I wanted to make it small. I just like it better when there's not really a lot of holes between my stitches, but not necessarily like that makes my life much easier. It makes it harder using a much smaller hook. And I'm not sure if it makes that much of a difference. Like, it makes a difference in gauge, I'm sure. But I don't think it quantifiably makes much practical difference in terms of how the actual weave, for lack of a better term, the actual weave of the finished crocheted part looks. YouTube, please. Kim, hello Kim, hello friend. I'm doing ghost Pac-Man ghost things. I'm struggling with my 2.25mm hook and the stitch marker that I conveniently lost. How are you, Kim? I hope you're having a wonderful evening.
Right here, just don't pop it.
We've been mainly doing this, and Chad has been listening to me moan and groan about work. I saw the headband that you made. It's really pretty. I think I remember you saying it's 100% cotton. I feel like I'm trying to remember the explanation. It was related to like hair properties. %100% silk. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. Also, Kim, your appearance has reminded me that I need to sign up for the Fantasy Football League. I 100% did not make an account and sign up, and I need to do that. Actually, today was the first game of the preseason. It was Jaguars versus Raiders. I don't know how it's going right now. I don't particularly care for either of those teams, so I wasn't really paying that much attention. And now I'm curious. Jaguars, Raiders. Oh my god. 20-0 for the Raiders. Well. Dang. To brush up on my football knowledge for the new season. 1, 2, 3, then this one should have the 2, and it doesn't increase. Cotton removes too much moisture from the hair. Oh, okay. Maybe that's what I think that's what I confused. My hair is just very not voluminous. It just exists. It's very flat and like not like sad. I'm not trying to say sad, but like it doesn't really have much volume to it. Just very long and straight. It has a little bit of wave to it because I permed it like 3 or 4 years ago, and that's why it has a little bit of wave to it on like the bottom half of it, but otherwise my hair is completely just pinned straight. Does not do anything. Won't hold a hair clip to save its life. I tried space buns that one day, and I have not tried anything new since. Because that was such a struggle. There were so many bobby pins in my hair on that day. 3, 4, counting. I can count, and I don't know how I got my finger all tangled up. If I can finish all these little spectral Doritos, I will be so happy with myself right now. One. Okay. Okay, I got this. I got this. I think this is the 4th spectral Dorito, and then it's only less here from here on out. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. I got this. I got this. Ah! Nope, don't got that. Tab, hello, friend! I hope you're having a wonderful time zone. Hello! I gotta go shower and stuff, but hello, friends. Hello, Tab. I feel like I've seen you around, but I haven't talked to you in such a long time. I hope you're doing well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Counting is my nemesis. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. What's gonna happen is I'm going to end up doing all of the parts for all of the ghosts, like fully finishing all the parts for all of the ghosts, and then I'm gonna just drag my feet on assembly. Because, oof. I'm not, I had a bad day yesterday, but today was slightly less bad. I'm happy today was slightly less bad. I too have had some days, and I appreciate that you came in and said hello. It means a lot. But hopefully tomorrow will be even better. Ten inches? 10 inches? Yes. 10 inches for this thing. Kim for the day. It's Kim for the day. The stream just got bumping. Yes. Kim's dance parties are epic. Just as a side note to everyone that's here. Kim for the day has dance parties and they're awesome. Nope, I've got to work until 11 p.m. my time, which is gonna be great. Oh no! We don't like work. I don't like work. I like my job. Like my job responsibilities, but people is no. The no from me. I'm gonna go shower anyways. Okay, bye, Tab. Oh, Mr. Shanks! Oh my goodness! See you later, Tab. But hello, Mr. Shanks. Hello, friends. Welcome in, Raiders. Oh, how was your stream? What were you up to? Let me see. Dragon Age Origins? Nice. Hello. Oh my goodness. I'm just like yarn. Frantically trying to like put yarn away. But hi, Mistress. Hello. Welcome in, Raiders. How was your stream? According to Streamlabs, Dragon Age Origins. I've never played Dragon Age. I have no idea what type of game it is. I know Mr. Tech played it a while ago, I think. But I have no idea what type of game it is. But hello, I hope your stream was wonderful. Thank you so much for raiding in. And welcome, everyone. We're making Pac-Man ghost things as part of the Create Along with Kim for the day. Undead Bun, thank you so much for the follow, friend. Welcome in. That's great. We're doing a full series playthrough. So are there different... I'm guessing there are different Dragon Ages? RPG, okay. Is it like Assassin's Creed where there's a bunch of different like versions or editions? Is that the word? Oh goodness gracious. I can't do magic circle things. But thank you so much for the raid, Mistress. I hope you're having a wonderful day, and I mean, feel free to raid and run. I didn't mean to ask you a bunch of questions about the game. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think there are, what, 4? Okay. It's been a long time since I've played an RPG. Also, Lost One, hello friend, welcome in. Greetings, friends. I'm doing magic circle things. Not very well. Origins is the first, then Dragon Age 2, then Dragon Age Inquisition. I think Mr. Tech played Inquisition. That name sounds familiar to me. But yeah, it's been a long time since I've played like an RPG. It's been a long time since I played a video game that wasn't like Valorant or League of Legends. I can't remember the last time I played a game that was not one of those, actually. Maybe like a year and a half ago, I played Genshin. But it's been a while since I've touched Genshin. Mainly because, like, I felt like there was a lot of, like, quests and stuff to keep up with. And then, once I like, missed a login, I was like, I can't go back. I've missed it. It's gone now. And then I just never logged in again. And I've had, like, not like a fear, but, like, almost like a weird nervousness about logging back into my account after having not touched it for like several years. I cannot figure this out, what I did. So we're gonna start this magic circle over. I haven't played League in forever. I got mad at the toxicity of randoms. Yeah, I was playing Valorant yesterday, and there was a guy whose name was like Super Daddy something or the other, and I remember I was playing like, you know, underneath my Twitch username, and I didn't realize like how bad of an idea that was until like, so he like messaged our team and was like, "You are all so bad," and his name was like Super Daddy or whatever, so I just proceeded to follow like his lead every time, like in game, and be like, "Hello daddy, ooh woo," like all the time, just because I was like, let's just be a troll. If you're gonna be a mean person that's gonna tell us we're awful and like talk shit, then I'm just gonna like call you daddy all game. Just to annoy you. And then I realized, I'm like, I'm playing underneath my Twitch username. I probably should not be like an absolute goblin. But it was amusing to me at the time. I was actually playing with Dylan, and I was literally like, the dude was like, "You're awful," and I'm like, and I think I said something like, "Ooh, ooh, daddy, don't be mad," or something ridiculous, and like, I was telling Dylan, I was like, this is why I should not be let outside, like, because I say stupid shit like this. Oh, goodness. You're good. It was cool to see the end of your Tuesday campaign. Oh my goodness. Thank you. I had a lot of fun. Oh my gosh. Tuesday was such a riot, y'all. I was rewatching parts of the VOD, and there was just so much laughing the whole time. My face hurt so much afterwards. Goodness grief. Why can't I, like, I always pull the magic circle entirely too tight, and then it becomes a problem later on. My lord, please let me. Yarn deity, that whatever is the yarn deity of choice, that's the. Hello, please help. Okay. Finally got the first stitch. Goodness gracious. That was not going. That was touch and go for a while. So I love watching it as an esport. Yeah, I really got into League as an esport for a while. Actually, there's a guy I used to work with that his fraternity brother is the head coach, manager for Evil Geniuses, which is super cool and also sounds incredibly stressful. God, I did a part and I had to frog the whole thing, not the frogging, Kim. No. No. Now you gotta make yarn ramen. You know, like when you like crochet something and then you pull it and it becomes just like this weird like ramen-y texture? Oof. F's in the chat for Kim, honestly. I'm so behind. Same corner, I used to play League a little bit, but the toxicity is real. Yeah, I started just like muting people or just playing like with friends. Like we're just like we would do like a 5-man because like I like playing League, but I also like not having to like be nervous of whether or not I'm playing well. And I used to get very nervous because when I first started playing and when I was consistently playing, I always played ADC. And I would always get so nervous about like letting my poor support down that like I would 100% whiff things because of my nerves. And then it became like not fun. And now I think I pretty much exclusively play ARAM or TFT. Because it's just more fun that way for me. And if I do play normals, it's with people that I know that are not gonna like yell at me. It's not someone that's gonna be like, what is up with that skill shot? Why are you so bad? So
You're going straight into it.
But like I feel like my toxic trait is when people are toxic to me in League, I just default to calling them lots of pet names. I'm just like, I'm so sorry I upset you, sweetheart. I'm sorry, honey bun. I'll try to do better next time, and it just irritates them to no end, and that singular fact brings me a lot of joy. That's my toxic trait, y'all. Tech's toxic trait is killing people with kindness in League. With, like, backhanded kindness when they're being mean. Oh, I missed things. Ah. Heck yes, Daddy! Do we have a full team of League? What roles did y'all prefer? I typically was top or support. I rotated between ADC, mid, and support. Mr. Tech was always jungler. Like, jungler, ride or die jungler. Captain! What is that emote, Captain? I don't think I've ever seen that. Is that— oh, that's one of Allie's emotes! Emotes. I can speak words. Emotes. I should learn how to crochet. You should, Undead. It's really fun. It really is. It's very— for me, who is a person who always needs to be, like, busy with my hands in order to, like, focus, things like crochet, cross-stitch, they have been such a godsend for me. They've also been, you know, not such of a so much of a godsend for my wallet, but everything else, yes. I feel like I just had the feeling that I just was crocheting and like not paying attention to counting, and so if this Spectral Dorito comes out bigger, then it is what it is. I just want to make my little plant buddy. Oh, like a little crochet plant. I don't have a crochet plant. I do have like a pin cushion that is a cactus. He's a felted cactus. And these are all little cross-stitch pins. Cross-stitch needles. But my little potted mustachioed plant. Is your plant knitted? No, not real plant. He's a creature in the game. Oh, okay. Oh, I missed something here. I missed a message. I was thinking about applying for the next Crafters game thingy. Do it, mistress! Do it! We're, like, seriously all, like, that was our first time doing, like, Story Crafters. and it was a lot of fun with bookbinding. The next one is Brindlewood Bay, whereas you basically play like a group of mystery solving grannies, like Scooby-Doo, but nursing home Scooby-Doo, like bingo on a Wednesday night Scooby-Doo. And we're gonna be doing crochet as a craft. So if you're interested, for sure, like sign up. There's the I don't think I have the form linked here, but it's in if you happen to be in my Discord, I think it's in there. If not, then I can always, if you are interested. And again, if you're not in, if you don't end up doing this one and you want to do one in the future, like for sure, like let me know. I can also like send you the form. But yeah, so we're always looking for new peeps, and looking for just for people in general, because I love like the idea of, you know, crafters coming into TTRPGs or TTRPGers getting into crafts. I think that intersection is super fun and cool, which is why we put together Story Crafters in the first place, myself and Allison, because we felt like it was such a fun like outlet for our creativity. And also, I love TTRPGs. It just lets me cause chaos in a virtual setting. Or a fantasy setting. A made-up make-believe setting. I've been thinking of starting a Makers and Crafting Minecraft server for some like challenges. I've never played Minecraft. I was told I would like Minecraft. I'm not sure. I've never played it. But I remember I got really into Valheim, not because of like the actual Valheim game, but because of the idea of like building my own area and like doing creativity things. I don't know, like building my own house and stuff like that. And Mr. Tech is like, you should just play Minecraft. And I'm like, well, I don't know how to play that, so I'm just gonna not do it.
Oh, wait.
Just in case, because I don't know how to do it. I can increase things, I think. Yes. He just looks like a turn up. I thought it was an IRL plant baby that needed a friend. Oh. Admittedly, the only things I know about League of Legends is the music and the fact that one time in a big game, a professional used a player not meant for mid and one anyways. I did not know that. That's super cool. I don't know anything about like recent esports. I used to be very into it. My favorite teams in North America were Cloud9 and TSM. And I'm not counting. It's okay. Not all of them have to look the same. It's okay if one of them is off. As long, I think there just needs to be 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, there's 14. That's all that matters. But yeah, I used to really like, there's a team that Mr. Tech really liked because they were a Polish team. Maybe, I feel like, I'm not sure if I ever mentioned that before, that Mr. Tech is Polish. Like, from Poland. And so there was a team that he really liked because they were Polish. And now their jungler, Jankos, is on, G2. And he's probably the only, like, big gaming streamer that I watch. I am very behind on chat. My plant babies need more friends too. Oh, my plant babies are dying, except for my snake plant. My snake plant, I'm pretty sure, will survive nuclear holocaust. Like I think nuclear warfare and zombie apocalypse, all of the earth-ending events could happen, and I'm pretty sure that my my snake plant will survive. Because the way that I'll forget to water it for 2 months and it's still thriving, I'm like, how? I don't know how that works. How to play League, ranked slash normal, mute all. Honestly, yeah. I should go to bed now, night-night. Good night. I'm dead bun. That probably was like 10 minutes ago, but good night. I'd be your support and therapist. I love that, mistress. I'll bring my knitting needles. Yes. Yes. We're doing fiber arts. Like, I mean, I don't think we've, like, we haven't, I think we have the form up for sure because Allison messaged me about it. But yeah, if you're interested, this is for us, this is like a long-term collab that we want to do. Mainly because there are just so many different crafts out there. There are crafts that I want to try and like learn together with people on stream even. So I'm excited. Fuji 2, go Fnatic. Okay, Corin, I will say, I used to be a Fnatic fan. Like, when Peke was still on the team, I was a very big Fnatic fan. Like, wore their jersey during seasons 3 through 5 or 6, maybe? I don't remember. It's been such a long time. But I used to be a very big Fnatic fan. But I ended up now, like, I dropped out of following esports and only really got back into it because I liked Jankos as a player. And so now I feel like by default I'm a G2 fan just because I like one player and it happens to be their team. Dinging the spooky overlay, thank you, friend! This is my first time with it up. I spent entirely too much time on Monday animating it instead of doing, you know, productive things. I'm having entirely too much fun with the fact that I felt like, okay, it's August 1st. It's pre-spoopy time. I'm allowed to feel spoopy now, right? Like, that's how that works. Like, I feel like that's an appropriate amount of time that I waited. And now, as far as I'm concerned, once August 1st hits, I'm just looking forward to Halloween. But how are you? I hope you're having a wonderful time zone. Oh no! I'm dropping my crochet crochet hook. I'm a bad American. I follow LEC more than LCS. I agree. I mean, I used to follow LCS a lot more, but specifically because of the one League streamer that I watch, I ended up watching all of LEC. To the point, like, I was, like, putting it on the TV, and Mr. Tech is like, what are you doing? Like, you don't even, like, you're not even from there. And I'm like, I know, but I don't know. I like Jankos, so we're just gonna cheer for him always. I used to also be very, very, very into Overwatch League, because I really cheered for, like, the Houston Outlaws, because gotta rep my local friends, not actual friends. I wish I knew them. No, I'm not that famous. I'm not famous enough to know them. But I used to rep the Houston Outlaws. But that was back when, like, Jake was still on the team, and then I fell out of esports for a while. And then I got into American football, and played a lot of fantasy football. And that's, I guess, where majority of my, like, sporting energy has gone recently. Has been into, like, fantasy football. And because, like, I didn't really grow up watching football, and my family does not care about football at all, I never felt, like, kindred to a team, so I just, like, picked a team that I liked. I was like, I like a lot of the players on this team, I'll just pick that team and support them from now on. Like, that's a thing I can do, right? Ah, this is the last spectral Dorito. I can get through it, I believe. You have to feel spooky pretty much all year in 2023. You're welcome. Heck yes, I do. Friends that are crossing crafty friends. Corn Muscles in chat is doing a spooky killer stitch along from January 2023 until Halloween. And I signed the heck up, like, within 3 seconds of him announcing it, because I was like, I would like to be there. Am I a slow cross-stitcher? Absolutely, but I want to do it anyways. And I'm incredibly psyched. Again, do I need another whip? Absolutely not. Do I still want to do it? Absolutely yes, and I will. But I feel like it's different when I feel like I'm, look, I feel like when it's a stitch along, I'm way more motivated to actually, like, do the whip and not just, like, let it sit in a corner. So I'm super, super, super psyched. So going into 2023, y'all, that's what you're going to see. A lot on my channel is me doing that stitch along because I'm already a slow stitcher. I'm gonna need all the time and help I can get. Oh yeah, July is when the Halloween stuff starts dropping in stores. My Instagram is alarmingly full of Halloween joy come July. Heck yes! Heck yes! I got in trouble at my old apartment complex because I had my Halloween decorations up for like entirely too many months before and after Halloween, and they're like, you need to get rid of it. And I'm like, screw you! This is my permanent decor! There are several like pieces of Halloween decor that I have up year round. Like there's I have some like pumpkins, like little pumpkins. I have a little like witch's inn sign. I have a glass blown pumpkin from a Renaissance fair. I have a ceramic owl. And I have them up year round because as far as I'm concerned, that's just part of like my permanent home decor. Is like mild spoopy, in which like my bookcase in our dining room, like my mini home library, is just filled with like little pumpkins and like a little like plaque with mushrooms, like with an engraving of mushrooms on it, and like little like mildly spoopy witchy things, and that's just the general vibe always. They just became a part of permanent home decor because I was like, I don't really want to take them down. And Mr. Tech is like, I don't mind. Do what you want. This is your house. And I'm like, great. The pumpkins stay up year round. Like, I was so incredibly excited for the spoopy season. I'm doing a crochet along. Let me count. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm doing a crochet along with Foxy Taco, who is another lovely streamer friend, to make crochet Halloween wreaths. And we're starting it in August because we're already both anticipating Halloween. Like, what else am I looking forward to right now? Looking forward to Labor Day? Like, no. We're ready for Halloween, like, now. Did I mess up counting? Hold on. Hold. I don't know what I'm doing. Brief moment where Tech forgets what she's doing crochet-wise. Did I already hit 14? Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12. Okay. 12. So I have to do one more pass. So it's 5 and then, okay. Counting. I can count. I can count. 1. I'm behind on chat, but I really need to count or else I'm going to end up frogging it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Increase. 1, 2, 3, Oh no, am I off by 1? Wait, what's happening? Did I mess this one up? Oh goodness me. I don't want to start over, no. Shoot. No, I'm focusing. We're focused. We're fully focused. Hold, please. Let's see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Perfect. Wait, no. Hold on.
No!
Nope.
Oh my god,
I messed up.
Oh my.
I had to have messed up.
Oh my god.
Luna! Liz! Oh my goodness! Hello, friends! I'm already so behind on chat! Hello! Oh my god, Liz! How is your stream?
And get to the other side and
Hello! Oh my goodness! Oh my god. I'm gonna have to scroll back. But I will get B-Clug? Am I saying that right? BK-Lug? B-Clug? Friend, tell me how to say your name so I pronounce it correctly, but welcome in. Treats for Zelda has been redeemed. I need to go fetch treats for Zelda. Pix will always use all channel points on Zelda, just by default, and I don't blame him. I too would do the same. But let me go get treats and I will be back to scroll through all of chat things. One moment. Oh, you're like, heck yes, I'll do anything for treats, Mom.
Yeah.
I have to tilt the camera though. Can't see your beautiful face. Also because I have something. They definitely can't. Oh, who's a pretty puppy? I know, I have all this like crafting stuff all up in your area. Sorry. Hello, baby. Where's your good baby? I know, you're waiting very patiently for some treats. Pix always gives you treats. I think it's a conspiracy. You're just like, hey Pix, whenever you get enough channel points, you know what you gotta do? Give me treats. How about? Good girl. Good job. Sit. Sit, baby. Huh? Yes, good job. Who's a good girl? Finn? Zoom. Good job, baby. One last one. Beg? Good job. Good girl, Zelda. Good girl. Good girl. Get an extra treat for being adorable. I haven't given you many treats today, so you're allowed one more treat. You get lots of activity. Okay. Don't tell Dad. Good girl, baby. Okay, Zelda. Hey, baby. That is my sweet baby angel. This the love of my life, my dear puppers. Her name is Zelda, and I would die for her. Oh my goodness. Who's a good? Yes, you are. She's a blue heeler. She's an Australian cattle dog. Adore the heck out of her, and I've had her for this December will be a year. She's a sweet baby. But yeah, no, I've had her for a year this December. Unexpectedly got this pupper. Not a planned acquisition of a pupper, but the best acquisition of a puppy ever. We went on a road trip and then came back with a dog. That's what happened. I need to scroll because, oh my goodness, I missed things. I need to go through the chat things. I watch while working, so that's LEC time zone, and then when LCS is on, it's family time. Fair. I think my wife is ready to kill me though. I'll be out and about and randomly text her reminders to myself about Easter eggs to add into the SAL. Mindly spoiler and friendly advice. Don't randomly text your spouse tampons in the shower with no explanation. It does not end well, Cord. Oh my goodness. Can you figure out the horror reference? I don't know. I'm gonna have to think about it. Oh, the raid. Hello, friends. Hello, GDC. Thank you, gorgeous human Liz. Oh my goodness, y'all are so sweet. I'm just now catching up. My bad. It was chaotic. Your stream was chaotic? I saw you were working on the diamond painting, the sun and moon diamond painting. And you've made a lot of progress on it. You can say BK, it's easier. Okay, got it. Kitty treats always and forever. Zelda deserves all the treats. Shared brain cells. She really does. King! King of Mischief, hello, friend! Oh my goodness. I'm definitely never catching up with chat. Hey, friend! Oh my goodness, how are you? Hold that, hold. Were you playing Final Fantasy? I know you were playing through 7? Hold. Oh! Thank you for the biddies, King! Oh my goodness! Hold, oh no, I'm so behind in chat. I'm still at where we gave Zelda things. Liz, thank you for the biddies! Oh my goodness. Yes, puppers. It is totally a conspiracy that you always give Zelda the treats. She's doing such a good effort. Yes, she's so good. She's so smart. I need to put her back in training because the first time we took her to training, the trainers we had suggested that we have her trained to be a therapy dog. Because she's such she's very not easy, not necessarily the word is easy to train, but she's very trainable, especially being a food motivated dog, but also she's pretty friendly and not as rambunctious as her breed normally is. But yeah, she is my cutie pie. Yunky Charn, oh my goodness, it do art, y'all. King, thank you so much for the raid. How was your stream? I hope it was wonderful. Yes, the DP is going well. Progresso soup on something is just so weird. I understand that feeling. I remember when I first finished Bailey as my first crochet project finish, and I'm like, did I actually finish something? That's a rare feeling. I almost never finish things. I'm still so behind. Gold keys what? Wait, what? What? Oh, my keyboard? Hold on, I can show you more of the keyboard. I feel like I don't necessarily... Oop, hold on. Keyboard! Hello. I think this is what you're talking about. If not, I'm so sorry, and I'm just randomly showing you my keyboard for fun. But yeah, so I have these. They're they're metal, brushed gold keycaps. They do the clicks. They make me happy. Then I have some resin keycaps. These are actual soft toe beans. These are jelly soft toe beans. It's great. And yeah, and then I have some portal keycaps over here in the corner. But yeah. Keyboard things. Because shiny. My whole setup is white and gold. Because I don't know. I like those colors together. Liz, thank you so much for the biddies. King, thank you so much for the biddies. I don't remember if I said it before, but I'm gonna say it again. Thank you so much, friends. You know, Pixstitch is gonna teach me crochet in late September. Ooh. Ooh. I'm interested. I'm intrigued. That's not all I'm gonna teach. Cord muscles. You could be like YG Cosplay and just teach him how to crochet a penis. That's what I learned. Oh my goodness. Samalama Bam Bam. Love it. Hello, friend. Hello. Hi. Welcome in. Oh my goodness. Okay, Andrea is a pro mod. Andrea is the proest of all of the mods. I don't know how I survived until now without having her, because I was clearly a hot mess before. She is so much more on top of things than I am. And she is god tier mod. I don't know. Pix, I'm on my last spectral Dorito and I fucked it up. So we're frogging because I can't count things. Because I don't know how to count, we're frogging. And I can't figure out, like, where the... Oop, I can't figure out what I'm doing. Is basically what's happening. And then I got really behind on chat. So it's been a time. Oh, I don't want to start back at the magic circle, but I feel like I have to right now. What kind of dog? She is? So she's a blue heeler, an Australian cattle dog. I don't know if she's a pure blue heeler. We got her from the shelter. But she very much looks like a blue heeler. But yeah, she's about 3 years old. By shelter's estimate. She was 2.5 when we got her in this past December by their guess. And yeah, no, she is the light of my life. She's so freaking smart. And just like the sweetest pup. She's very like she's very good with routine, and we've done a lot to like give her routine. Like she knows like when I leave for work in the morning, she has a place that she's supposed to go sit and stay there like when I'm leaving the house, and not like, hello, let me go bolt out with you, or like whine or anything like that. She's very like she's very smart and like good at picking up routine. Absolute goblin when it comes to food though. If you leave food out, you should just assume that food is going to be gone forever. Like that's the one thing that probably is the hardest to train her on, is like, don't eat the food if it's out. But then there's also always a lot of human error associated with that too, you know? So.
He's here then.
Where is this? Where are we here? What is happening? Because I have to start from the beginning because I got very, very lost. This is the consequence that I have of getting very, very lost. And miscounting and not knowing how to fix it. Yikes. Oh, so nice. Love the keyboard. Love the keycaps. Thank you, friends. Thank you. When I started, like, finally trying to, like, make my setup, I was like, I'm just gonna buy, like, like, one thing at a time, like, one peripheral at a time, and slowly customize it to my liking until I have, like, everything I liked. It's been like 4 years, something like that, of me like putting all together like peripherals and like saving up for them. But I really love my setup, and it's worth it for me. I think my what's the word that I'm trying to think for? Golden goose? Is that the word? No. A word for something that's like you want to get it, but it's like an actual, I don't know, like a moonshot, I guess. My moonshot is like a white stream deck right now, and it's not necessary, but it definitely would be super, super cool. But that's definitely a moonshot sort of addition to my setup. Oh gosh, I'm still so behind. Stream is good. Hard mode is fun. Hard mode is fun. Hard mode doesn't sound fun, but that does sound like a time. Like, I have never played... I try to not play games on hard mode because I feel like I would just get frustrated. The only game that I ever played on hard mode, like, consistently was Binding of Isaac. And, actually, no. Binding of Isaac and Diablo, I played consistently on, like, hard mode. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can count. But yeah, Binding of Isaac and Diablo are the only ones that I really up the difficulty on. Otherwise, I'm like, please give me the easy mode. I tried to play Cuphead, and that was an absolute disaster. I don't think I can play that game. Just like in general, I don't think I'm equipped to play that game. Goodness gracious, this magic circle is giving me such a hard time. The last spectral Dorito has been an experience and a half. I feel like for all the magic circles I make, I still haven't mastered doing them as much as I would like. The clicks, I love clicky clacky keys. Yes, I do too. So like, I have a Razer keyboard, which I think in retrospect I probably wouldn't get because it has a non-standard bottom row, which can be difficult for getting